Plaintiff Shanae Williams says the defendant is her mother, and she was never there for Shanae. Shanae claims when she got pregnant at the age of 16, the defendant first put her in a mental hospital, then put her in a group home for teen moms. Shanae's suing her mom for breach of contract. Defendant Barbara Williams says Shanae has always been a troublemaker, and even when she was in the 3rd grade, she was writing fraudulent checks. Barbara says when Shanae was 16, she ran away, and when she finally came home, she was pregnant. Barbara's countersuing for stolen property.
Start with you.
This is my mom. It's embarrassing that we're here today. Don't want to bring it to this level. We've never had a good relationship. It's been that way since as far as I can remember.
Why do you think that is?
Well, my only pregnancy, I was 16. And instead of my mother being there like a parent should, she decided to put me in a mental hospital, and there's nothing wrong with my brain. Then she decided—
How long were you kept there? Overnight?
No, it was their evaluation process.
Right.
And then they were like, well—
3 days or something?
Oh, maybe a week,
Yeah, I
2
think
weeks.
that's what it takes. Go
So
ahead.
after
And you were determined to be
stable-minded.
stable?
Yes. After that, I guess it was an embarrassment that her teenage daughter was pregnant, so she put me in a home for pregnant girls, as if once I got out, no one would notice I was carrying a baby.
So it really just started at 16, your issues?
No, from as far back as I could remember. There's
What
always
other type of things back then? Just mean,
favoritism
abusive?
between me and my 2 siblings.
Well, everybody says that. What else?
You could just tell. She would make comments about
All
my father.
kids can tell. All right.
You know, and I am my father's child. I'm my mother's child. I love them both. I love them separately, but they're my parents, and I can't do anything about that. This is my mom. It's embarrassing that we're here today. Don't want to bring it to this level. We've never had a good relationship. It's been that way since as far as I can remember.
Why do you think that is?
Favoritism between me and my 2 siblings.
Well, everybody says that. What else?
You could just tell. She would make comments about
All
my father.
kids can tell.
Defendant Barbara Williams is being sued by her daughter, who claims when she was 16 and pregnant, Barbara put her in a mental hospital.
Ma'am, you want to give me some background before we get to the breach of contract?
Sure. As a child, Shanae has always been a troubled kid.
Give me some examples.
Stealing her whole life, writing checks, wrote a check out when she was in the 3rd or 4th grade. Teacher called and said, there's a check here. She got the check stole it from her father.
Is this true?
I remember that, yes.
Okay. Did your other siblings do it?
They've done different things.
No, did they do that?
No, they've
Right,
stolen,
that's
but
why
not in
you
the
treated
3rd grade.
differently. You got the point now? Got it. Go ahead. I promise you, my mother shouldn't have treated me like she treated my brothers. I'm glad she didn't, because I needed it. And I was different than my other brothers. I was a thug, and they tried to do the right thing. So no, they shouldn't have been treated the same. I should be punished, and they should be rewarded. And for me to sit back and say, you treat them better than me. Yeah, you should, mama, because I'm a thug, and they doing the right thing. So, you know, every kid comes with that. Go ahead, you tell me about this mental hospital issue, because if you did that, she perhaps shouldn't have had to go there by herself.
Shanae.
Did you send her to a mental hospital at
No.
16 because she was pregnant?
Let's go back with the 16. She ran away, went from Omaha, Nebraska, to Oklahoma. I went down there to get her, and when she did come back, she was pregnant.
Does that have to do with a mental hospital? Did you have her placed in a mental
nothing to do with
hospital?
the mental hospital. Shanae went to a hospital, and I had them to evaluate her. She only was there for maybe about a month, if that. It was even about a month.
A mental hospital for a month?
Yes, and it wasn't really a
It don't take a month to evaluate somebody, man.
No, it really wasn't a mental hospital. She says it was, but it really wasn't
What
a mental
was it?
hospital.
Judge Mathis?
It was just a regular hospital.
Why did she have to go to the hospital for a month?
Because she didn't want to stay in school. She was always getting in trouble.
But that's not where folks go when they get in trouble, to the
after taking her
hospital.
to her
Unless they determine that you suffer from a mental illness that jeopardizes the safety either of yourself or others. So something isn't right here, ma'am. Let's get to the breach of contract you're suing for.
I parked my car from the day after Thanksgiving to Easter Sunday, I went to my mom and asked her if I could put the car in her name because I was dating a guy that had given me a bunch of money and he was going to sue me. I went to my mother and told her this because I didn't want him to take my car. She said, okay. We went to DMV. I signed the car out of my name into hers. I kept it registered and plated and insured. And when I came back in town about 3 days before Easter to get my car, she was like, no. I went to her house. She wouldn't answer the door. I knocked on the door.
She said, put her in the hospital. Put her outside.
No, she did better. She called the police on me.
Pardon me?
She did better. She called the police on me and told them that I can't have my car. I stole her belongings. And they asked me to leave and just wait, let her cool off, and, you know, maybe I can get my car. I called her. I asked for my car. She said, you can get your car, but you get it the best way you know how. I said, you have the keys and the title. So because I had insurance, I had my car flatbedded and put into a garage. I've called her and I said, well, Mom, can I please have the keys and the title back to my car? She said, no. You want it back, you got to take me to court.
Ma'am?
Your Honor, that is not true. As I stated earlier, Shanae has been stealing since she was a child. Mm-hmm. Not only had she been stealing, she stole her sister's identity.
When was that?
I have proof of that.
When?
I can answer that.
When?
One moment.
In 1993.
93, ma'am?
And I didn't steal my sister's
Ma'am,
identity.
can you tell me anything she's done in recent years?
Yes.
What? Other than what you're suing her for today?
The recent years that my so-called daughter stole, I apologize.
Go ahead, I understand what you're saying.
Of what she has done throughout her years to me. I
got you. You want to disown her because she's been stealing from you. Got all that. When?
2012. She only was there for maybe about a month, if that. It was even about a month.
Been in a hospital for a month?
Yes.
Why did she have to go to the hospital for a month?
Because she didn't want to stay in school. She was always getting in trouble.
That's not where folks go when they get in trouble.
Defendant Barbara Williams is being sued by her daughter, who claims when she was 16 and pregnant, Barbara put her in a mental hospital.
What did she steal?
She stole my boots.
From where, ma'am?
From out of my house.
Okay.
All
How
my
did
family.
she get in?
I let her come in my house.
All right, and you saw her walking out with your boots?
She did not take her Christmas items until 3 weeks after Christmas. When I seen her go out the door,
did you see her with the boots, ma'am?
In the white box.
And what did you say to her?
It was too late.
What? So since then, you haven't had a chance to ask?
I have not.
Ask her right now.
Did you take my boots,
Mom,
Shanae?
how do I get in your house if you don't let me in?
Shanae.
This is ridiculous. You are my mother. Really? You can't even give Judge Mathis a good example of me
Your
taking
Honor.
anything
You sure
from
can't.
you. I can sit up here and admit what I've done, but
No.
you gonna stand
I'm
here in
gonna tell
front of
you
this
one
man
thing.
and not be truthful?
Let's move on.
Yes,
all right.
thank you.
Let's move
I have a
on,
list of
ma'am.
everything that
Let's
you
move
have
on.
done,
I'm
and
not,
you know it.
ma'am. I'm not going to conclude that she continues to steal. What she may have done as a kid is certainly different from, I'm sure, what she does today. She doesn't give me the impression she's the thief, and I've seen a lot, and she can't slick me. If she was, I would be able to tell. All right, and I know that I don't think she is. So let's get to the car.
Okay, the car, Your Honor. The only thing is that she said, can I have you to put your name on the title? I didn't ask her for anything, the reason or what.
Did you agree to do it, though?
Yes, I agreed.
Put her car in your name.
And right.
All right. So when she came back to get her car, did you give it to her?
No.
Why?
Because there was no agreement regarding that car, no talk. The thing
Hold on,
is,
what? When she came to get her car, it was her car, right?
It was.
Right? How did it become yours?
Because she gave it to me, and she know that she had been stealing out of my house when I went to Oklahoma to take care of my mom.
So she gave it to you?
This is ridiculous.
Yes.
When did she tell you you could have it?
The day when she had me to go with her to DMV and I signed my name on that car.
So
it was
you
no
just
purpose.
told me
It
she
was-
asked you to
Right.
put her car in your name.
Right, I'm
now
sorry,
you're
I thought
saying
you meant-
that day she told you, here, mama, I have a car for you.
Right, but I thought you
Ma'am,
meant
let's
that
move
there
on.
was a purpose.
No, ma'am. Your counterclaim for stolen property and emotional distress, how does she owe you?
I needed to get to Oklahoma to take care of my mom. I was there in Oklahoma almost a year taking care of my mom up until she passed away. And that's when Christmas Eve, we were gonna go out, and I thought I had an outfit it was one that I wanted to wear, but I looked in my closet and my clothes and stuff were gone. I knew immediately who had taken it, because she has always taken and stolen from me. It goes back.
Why do you think she stole your clothes?
Your Honor, she had my house key on my car.
I know, but
Judge
why do you think her motive? You think she wanted to wear them?
She used to sell clothes.
All right, and when you mentioned your clothes to her, what did she say?
She said she didn't get them.
What were you gonna say?
My mom knows I work in a strip club. I don't have to take her clothes. She's a size 9 shoe. I'm a size 8. I'm a 38 triple D. She's a B cup.
Well, the clothes wasn't for you. They were for your friends at the strip club. Ain't that right, man? I don't prove anything. You hurt yourself with that. You work around women every day. You come in, you get your mother's clothes, and you bring it to your friends at the strip club. Am I right or wrong, ma'am?
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Go ahead, that's all right. I'm trying to provide you with some ammunition, and you're not even listening.
No,
Go ahead. Did you go to the police?
I called the police, Your Honor, and they came and they filled out a report.
Okay.
It was 2 police officers that came to
Did
my
they
house.
question her?
They asked her, and you know it. And the 2 police officers.
I didn't deny it. I can say they asked me and I told them I didn't. I could actually say that I didn't know about any of this until the day I came to get my car. You were running around town telling everybody, but you didn't confront me. You didn't even make a police report and report your stuff stolen by me. You
Yes,
know
I
where
did.
live.
I
You
made a
didn't send them
police,
to
Your
my
Honor, I
house.
made a
Let's see
police
it.
report. And when the
Do you have
police
it?
came out,
Produce it.
yes. When I made the police report, one moment.
You
here.
allege she did it? When you made the report, you alleged that it was her?
I told them that it was her.
Okay.
I did.
Defendant Barbara Williams is being sued by her daughter, who claims when she was 16 and pregnant, Barbara put her in a mental hospital.
Met with the owner, Barbara, who stated that her daughter had taken the car around the corner. It says absolutely nothing about clothes.
No.
This talks about that car that I believe was hers. Those are 2 different things. I believe you, ma'am. $3,500 is your judgment. Since you have it in your name,
Your
you
Honor.
keep the car, and
I
I'm
don't-
going to dismiss your claim for stolen property and emotional distress. You should quit while you're ahead.
Well,
you won, but if you just
I
got to
just
say
want
something,
the
what?
keys and the title to my car. I don't want my mother's money.
Okay, good
I
enough.
don't
I give you
want-
30 days to give her the keys and the title. Otherwise, that's all I can grant you is money. She already done told you she's not giving it to you. She's showing you she's not giving it to you. I can't go over there and take it out of her hands.
But
So
you-
that's the. All right, ma'am. I've done what I can do. Have a good day.
Thank you. She never carried herself as a young lady. She's been in strip clubs, will always be in a strip club swinging on a pole for a quarter.
It's my mother. She knows better. She's supposed to accept the responsibilities of being a parent and set a good example, and she's not.